What's going on, guys? I'm SimpleSimon. Welcome to this week's comic haul. The world hates me. I'm in a super hurry today. I didn't have a lot of time to film and edit, and I've got even less time now because my freaking microphone keeps making a buzzing sound. This is the third take. I've moved away from the computer table because I feel like it's got something to do with the light over there, but I'm just gonna rush through today's massive haul. It's massive. Let's do this. So I'm just gonna blast through today's books. Like I said, I got a massive haul today. We haven't received diamond shipments for I think 2 weeks. So I think I've got 2 weeks worth of diamond. I actually had no DC to pick up this week. So I'm gonna smash through these, but I also got quite a lot coming in the mail as well. So let's rush through this. Firstly, we've got Something's Killing the Children. This is the A cover. I'm very behind on this series. Not very behind. It's the only series I'm ever up to date with, but I haven't read in over a month, so now I've got 2 issues of this to read, which is great because I do enjoy reading 2 issues in a row. The variant here, very cool. Face cover, let's keep it rolling. Then we got the FOC reveal variant there. Very cool, you blind order these and then you just get what you get. So then next we've got some Noctera. I've mentioned to a lot of people Noctera is one of my favorite series, and the last thing I actually read over a month ago was Noctera. I thought to myself, I haven't actually read Noctera for a while. I'm very behind. It's one of my favorite series. What better book to read than Noctera, since I hadn't been reading a lot of comic books. And the first couple of issues were good, and then I got to an issue where at the end I was just like, oh my god, Scott Snyder garbage. So that's Noctera. We'll see how much longer I keep getting this book. Next, we got Click Click Boom. I read the first issue of this, thought it was really, really good, really enjoyed the first issue of Click Click Boom. I might have ordered up to maybe issue 5, so I'll wait till probably one more issue of this comes out. This is issue 4, and then I'll probably nut out all of them in the one night. This next title I'm a little more excited for, Hexagon Bridge. When me and Mark did our previews, monthly previews thing that we do now, this is one of the books I talked about. Just the interior looks visually stunning. It's going to be an interesting read, so I'm quite excited about Hexagon Bridge. Next one is a beautiful cover by Selena. This is Vampirella Dracula Rage issue 2. Selena always kills it on her covers. Oh, very glossy cover there today. There you go, very good. Next one is Alice Never After. We're up to issue 3 now. I can't remember if this sequel to Alice Ever After is 4 or 5 issues. It's probably 5 because I know the first one was 5, but this is issue 3 there. I believe that's probably the A cover, and then you've also got a variant there which I also picked up, Alice Never After. And then we're going to finish it up with a bunch of Star Wars goodness. Firstly, we've got a Dr. Aphra cover there. I think this might be by Derek Chu, maybe? I can't actually remember who the artist is, but it looks like a Derek Chu, I think is his name, who does these type of covers. So there's that one there. Did you guys like Ahsoka? Because this next cover is an Ahsoka cover. This is also Dr. Aphra. They're doing these Clone War variants. I thought I'd pick this one up with the show obviously being fire right now. Let us know in the comments, did you enjoy the show? Also, me and Mark today, we actually filmed our spoiler review for the Ahsoka show, so that will be coming out probably in 2 days time. So keep an eye out for that. Mark just the whole time talking about how bad it was, and I'm trying to defend it and things. So anyway, that's a nice Ahsoka cover. And then we've got another Clone Wars variant. This is the Bounty Hunters issue 38. Really cool Cad Bane cover there. Another cool segue because the other night I actually unboxed a Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth Black Series figures, so stay tuned for that video too. That's all my new releases for this week. Quick shout outs. Shout out to Aldous. This is the second time doing this, so I'm just going to do it really quickly. I haven't been watching much community videos at all, so the last 2 I checked in my history was Chip Getler did a really cool comic book haul. He had a lot of Star Wars stuff in there too, just to keep it Star Wars themed, you know what I'm saying? So check out Chip's video, I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well as Mark from Legion of Comics. Everyone knows Mark. He bought his first Black Series figure. So congrats Mark for joining the club, and you know I've been doing a lot of Black Series unboxing, so I had to check that video out. The link to that will be in the description below as well. Time for the mail call. First in the mail call, this is a Hack Slash variant. I don't know a lot about Hack Slash. I know it was created by Tim Seeley, and I know there's a Hack Slash series coming out written by Zoe Thorogood, which I've pre-ordered. I'm excited about that. But this cover, at first glance, I actually thought it was a Jenny Frison cover. But when I looked more into it, it actually wasn't a Jenny Frison cover, but I picked it up. Some people try to flog this cover off for quite a lot of money, but I picked this up pretty cheap, so I was pretty stoked to get that one at a decent price. Now this next lot of books I picked up from an eBay seller who's quite well known down here. Obviously he's a local seller. His name's very familiar for people who do buy a lot of books off eBay in Australia. His actual comic store is called Harry's Comic Shop or something, comic store or something like that. But his eBay name's like TG Durgam or something like that. He has a lot of big books on his eBay store, but the key books that he has, and he has all big boy books, but they're stupid prices. Like the prices are out of this world to the point where it's just like, I don't really know if you really want to sell these books, but if someone's going to give you that kind of money, you'll probably sell those books. So anyway, all these books I picked up from him was cheap. I picked this one up first. It was $8. It's a Star Slayer issue 1. Now I do know that Star Slayer issue 2 is the big book that most people want. It's the first appearance of Rocketeer, but this was $8 for the first issue. I thought, why not? I'll pick that one up for $8. And then he messaged me and was like, hey man, did you know you can add up to 16 more books and I won't charge any more postage? And I was like, 16 more books? Is that how little people are buying your stuff? Because your prices are so crazy. So I was like, you know what, I'll have a look. I knew I was already watching quite a few books from him, but just, yeah, I went through his store and I ended up picking up about 7 more books. So this one here is another hack slash book, but this one actually is a Jenny Frison cover. I actually had never seen this cover before. I wouldn't even pick that it was Jenny Frison just by looking at it. I had actually said there was a Frison cover, and then I looked into it and it was an early Jenny Frison cover, hack slash, so that was pretty cool pick up there. This was just literally like $4 or something like that. This one here, Gwenpool issue 1. I've already got one of these, but he had it super cheap, so I was like, why not pick up another one of these? One day Gwenpool will blow up and this book will be massive. Next, we've got giant size Dracula number 2, 68 big pages. This was actually one that I was watching, and this I paid a little bit more than the other books for this one. This is one for the Bondage cover collection. Yeah, I'd never seen this cover until I saw it in his store, so I thought I may as well finally pick that up. It's kind of like getting free postage, you know what I'm saying? So what better time to get something you've been watching for a while. Then we've got an X-Men, Uncanny X-Men number 394, that's a lot of issues. This is one to add to the Kiss cover collection. It is a jacked up Wolverine making out with some chick. Is it Jean Grey? I don't know, but I'm not really an X-Men guy, but I am a Kiss cover guy. So I picked that one up. This was super cheap, a few dollars. I was like, why not throw it in there? And then the last two, this is an Aliens Predator series. I believe it's quite old now. It's on Dark Horse. I've always wanted to read this. Oh, it's actually written by Claremont. Okay. I've always wanted to read this series and I've always tried to buy it as a set. It's 12 issue miniseries, and I've seen a few people selling like, you know, the first 6 issues in a lot, or the entire thing as a lot, but I've just never been able to afford the whole lot all at once, so I've never bought them. But he had individual issues pretty cheap. So this is Aliens Predator, the deadliest of species. Now if you know about this story, please let me know, because I know there's a story about some girl who gets accepted by the predators as a hunter, and she becomes like a predator hunter, but she's like, as in a hunter for the predators, but she's like a human. So I don't know if this is the storyline, but it could be. This is issue 2. So now when I go to like comic fairs and things like that, I'm going to try to hunt down the rest of these issues. And this is the issue 3 cover there, which is very nice. Very cool. That is all my books this week. Let us know, was I speaking too fast, or do you prefer it this way? Because then you can move on with your day and look at some other videos. I could tell you a lot more, but I'm really in a shitty mood because I have to film this 3 times. So I'm going to go do a really short, shitty edit of this, and then I'm going to go about my day. So don't forget to give this video a like, leave a comment, and until next time, I'm SimpleSimon. Tell your friends, keep it simple.